Welcome to Sam's Russian Adventures. I'm Sam, an English guy living in Provincial Russia. Now today we're going to be discussing what real Russia really is. Today we're going to be walking around a neighborhood in my town in the rain, of course, and just having a bit of a walk and talk and showing what it's like in a typical kind of suburb of Vladimir, and we're going to check out some of the houses and see the differences. What is real Russia? That's a very interesting topic because so many people, I think, are not ready to see real Russia. They're ready to see only the side of Russia that they want to see. And it's very interesting because within my comments I get loads of hate and then loads of positive comments depending on the type of video I make. So if I make a video that I made just walking around an area like this the other day, I receive loads of hate by pro-Russians, foreigners, who say I'm deliberately showing the worst of Russia. And then if the next video I go around to my friend's house and he's got an amazing house, the same people say, well done, you're showing real Russia. But then at the same time, when I show an area like this, a lot of people say, you're showing real Russia. And then when I go around to my friend's house, who's got a nice house, they say, that's not real Russia. Look at the nice seating area they've created here. And they've got some little stools out there. Now, of course, there are other people like you, if you're watching, probably who are interested to see all different types of Russia. So for those who hate Russia, this is real Russia. This is real Russia. This is the only real Russia that exists. And if I show this, I get lots of support from those who hate Russia for finally showing the truth about Russia. But if I walk around an area like this, then I'll get a lot of hate from the pro-Russians who think that Russia is only doing laps around Red Square. If you do laps around Red Square and you go to Gum, well, that's real Russia in their eyes. So from video to video, it really changes. I can literally go from being a Putin apologist in one video to being an anti-Russian propagandist in the next. And it's pretty crazy. People are not ready or prepared to see real Russia. They're prepared to see the Russia that exists only in their minds. So what is real Russia? Real Russia is everything from this really cool looking cover for the sandpit that only half covers it, to the swan made out of an old tyre and a bit of a Coca-Cola can, to the interesting artwork on side of buildings. But today I'm addressing those people who are not prepared to see real Russia, in terms of they're not prepared to see anything that doesn't look like Red Square. You guys are impossible to please. I have to only go around and show the best, most amazing things in Russia in order for you to appreciate the content. It's weird. I had a few comments and one guy said to me, Sam, I think your content is the most negative content out there on the internet. You deliberately portray Russia as being a really bad place. I'm like, wow. Another person said to me, how dare you go camping with your friends and show your friends like chilling out and drinking? That's awful. Why do you want to portray that side of Russia? Well, I'm sorry. I went out with my friends camping and my friends drank. Do you want me to make a fake camping expedition and make it so that it's all staged and everything is great? Maybe you want a bear to come and like speak to me and like be friends. The bear can't be aggressive. The bear's got to be a nice bear, right? I mean, do you want me to stage everything so that everything is really great with manicured lawns and just great people in every single video? Or do you want to see real Russia? What do you want to see? Look at this spot over here. What do you think that's for, that little shelf thing? Or do you think it was just... What's here? What's in this thing? Nothing. So what do you think the deal is with the shelf thing? Or do you think it was just a piece of wood to hold something together? You see, I love Russia. I love the old, the new, the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, the brand new squares, the history, the people, happy people, sad people. I love it all. And it's time for you to embrace that too. Or do you just want to see some sort of manicured, I don't know, stage produced videos that show how everything in Russia is absolutely amazing and everything is great, and that's all you're willing to accept? Pretty crazy, really. So what if I stand here and film next to these amazingly beautiful houses? Now of course I'll get hate from the people that say I'm a pro-Putin apologist, but what about the rest of you? Are you now happy that I'm filming next to these amazing houses? Are you now glad that I'm showing real Russia again? I mean, these two houses are really nice, right? They are really incredible. But do you want me to just keep showing things like this in all of the videos and say, look, Russia is absolutely amazing, look at it, you know, this is Russia, this is real Russia? One person said to me, Sam, you deliberately stand and film larders to make Russia look really bad. But then if I turn the camera around and I film this house, suddenly you're okay with that. Yeah, that's fine, film that because you're showing real Russia, but don't film this, because if you film this, then you're showing Russia negatively. But aren't they like both Russia? This is another example, look. On the same street, we've got a nice new modern house, and then next door, we've got this pre-revolution house. Now inside here, they're gonna have manicured lawns, I'm sure. But here, they don't have. But if I show this as well, does that mean I'm showing Russia negatively? The owner of the house behind me just sticked her head out and said, what are you filming? And I just explained the whole thing to her. And she said, yeah, you're right. Russia is a place of huge contrasts. So here opposite the house, we've got our children's play area. And again, the contrasts are here too. We've got the old slide that was built, wow, I don't know when. Now this is more than a slide, this is like a ski slope for kids in winter that they'll be sliding down here, look. But then opposite, they've got the more modern Russia. Now this one doesn't look like it's been used that much. It's got a little bit of kind of like dust and cobwebs all over it, but this is something that the government, local administration, they build all over Russia to get kids to do sport. Now this isn't really a big area, so I guess it's not used that much. But then as we go further down, we've got more Soviet kind of stuff. Look, this is a Soviet sandpit. We've got another Soviet sandpit over there. And then check out the Soviet basketball court. Now, it doesn't look like anyone's using this basketball court at all. In fact, we should probably come here and make a video. Soviet basketball, but then we'll get a lot of hate, won't we? And then we've got this area, which kind of doubles up as a football court and the volleyball court. You can see the post either side. Wow, how cool a house is this one? That's really, really, really nice. I'd love to live there. But then next door to that amazing house, we've got a old kind of dacha style house, and then this one. So here we've got the old house, and on the old house we've got the old letterboxes, and then we've got the new letterboxes, and this thing looks like a ski lodge or something. Oh, привет, привет. Я знаю, но слушай, мне убивает, если я буду с тобой общаться. Так что не получается. So I've just seen this garage here, this guy's working in this garage, and check out all the different numbers of cars he's worked on. This house here maybe sums up the contrast of Russia all in one house. We've got this nice new porch area here, and then this thing looks like 5 houses in one, holding it all together. Over here we've got a house that was probably built, I guess, at the beginning of the 90s. So if I made the whole video here, would suddenly I become like a great person in your mind for showing real Russia again? It's suddenly got very, very windy. I think we're about to have another thunderstorm. We've had them pretty much on and off all week. Now, of course, there's going to be some people that film in Moscow and film Red Square and film Gum and film the supermarkets. They're just showing you the area that they live in. It's not that they're deliberately seeking out the best parts of Russia to film. They're just filming the areas that they live in. And if someone doesn't live in Moscow, they're going to show the areas that they live in. It's not rocket science. But so many of you only want to see the Red Square, or you expect me to find Red Square in every city I go to just to show you, look, this is what it's like. But unfortunately, it's not the truth. It's contrast. Contrast, contrast, contrast. If you go to Siberia, you're going to see a guy called Dan from Wild Siberia. He's going to show you life in Siberia. There's a couple of Australian guys living in Altai. Great channel. With their family opening a farm. They're going to show you what life's like in Altai. There's no Red Square there. If you check out the Countryside Acres, you're going to see life in Nizhny Novgorod and life on farms. Traveling with Russell, you're going to see supermarkets, good and bad. And I'm really sorry to break it to you, but Russia is not all bad or all good. So I've just seen a camel. It's hidden away, but I definitely can see that it's a camel. What do you think? This is a very peaceful area of town, and this is a very nice block of flats where you can hear the thunder in the sky already. Again, we have an amazingly nice house here, and then this old Russian style next door. Now, of course, if I was bored and bankrupt, I'd only show the old Russian house. But most of you guys, you want me to show only the new one, because if I show only the new one, then you'll be happy that I'm showing real Russia, which is just weird, because if you want me to selectively film the best stuff only, then what's the point, really? I really like the balcony in this thing. It's really interesting. I've never seen one with that kind of style before, with that big log holding it up. And then next door we've got another really interesting house. But then if I swivel to the left, dare I swivel to the left, wow, we've got a simple old house. It's interesting how there's so many different styles in one area, but this is typical. Now, I'm probably going to get hate anyway for this video, because I'm showing like little areas like this that are not like completely manicured. So how dare I be an anti-Russian propagandist by showing this? Check out this bad boy. Wow, that's amazing. And then opposite we've got a Patriot. Wow, the contrasts are everywhere, and I'm really sorry to have to show you both houses together. I mean, I could just film this one for you and try and cut that area there out of it so you couldn't see, but again, I'm showing reality. And then next door to that, look what we've got. What is this? This is such an interesting house. Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it. Wow, I wonder when this was built. You know, it's got the kind of Soviet style up there, as if it was like an old Soviet used house that's been converted. But you can see that this house, they've done well to make a nice little front of the garden, even though it's not behind their fence. But then opposite, wildness, an old house. Have you seen any houses that you'd like to live in today? Any that you wouldn't like to live in? Let me know. We've got a little bit of India going on up there. I wonder what this is protecting. Oh right, we've got wood underneath it, look. I'm not sure if I should go down this footpath because, well, it doesn't look like the most glamorous footpath, and therefore obviously I'm going to receive a lot of hate for going down this. People are not going to be pleased. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have the most amazing houses up here, so I'm a bit scared that I'll film something and I'll get a lot of hate from you 100% pro-Russian, show everything amazing in Russia people. It's pissing it down. Oh no, I filmed a Soviet apartment block. So I'm standing under the one place you should never stand. I'm gonna have to do a runner. But I just wanted to say sorry in advance for the rain. I know it's not the best weather. I deliberately made it rain for this video to show you that it rains in Russia too. So look here, this dude's got a banyo in his garden. Nice. Oh shit, I see what's coming up. Should I deliberately remove it from the video to show that I don't know what I'm supposed to do now? So I've got a really big problem right now, because if I put this in the video, people will say I'm deliberately hunting out old Russian cars to show that Russia's really bad. But at the same time, if I remove it from the video, does that mean that I'm deliberately portraying Russia in a certain light and removing the bad stuff? What do I do? You see, the two biggest groups on YouTube are either the 100% everything in Russia is shit, or the 100% everything in Russia is good and let's hate America while we're at it. And so it's difficult. I need to choose sides. At the moment I'm kind of in the middle. I'm showing real life, and this doesn't satisfy either side. So I'm just walking up here and I've seen this old Russian bukhanka just kind of like placed on top of a garage. But what should I do? Should I show it? I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? How to get up there, and then opposite we've got this amazing house and another amazing house and another one. And what should I do? Which should I show? I'm stuck in two minds. And then we've got this bad boy next to it. And then check out these ones here as well. So I was just speaking to the owner of the bukhanka that's on top of the garage, and he said, yeah, I'll put it there by crane because, you know, I've got nowhere to put it. So we got the crane and we put it on top of the garage, and it's my future project. I'm gonna build it. Oh man, this keeps happening to me. We've got another house next door that isn't as nice. Ah, I can't do this. I can't show real Russia because no one wants to see that there's good and there's bad. Or in fact, maybe I shouldn't say good and bad. Maybe I should say rich and poor, old and new, modern and not modern. So the main problem I face is I'm not really representing any category. Those people that want to see that everything in Russia is really shit, well, I might show some, you know, ugly stuff or some poor neighborhoods. But then the next video, I'll show a brand new neighborhood, or I'll show something interesting that we go and do with friends, and they'll hate that. But then at the same time, I might show a really nice neighborhood and we've got all those pro-Russian anti-Americans, they'll love my videos. And then the next video, they'll see that I'm walking around a poor neighborhood, and they'll hate me for it because they don't want to see that type of Russia. They only want to see 100% positive. So I'm currently unaligned, unaffiliated. I'm not gang affiliated. I don't stay with either side. I love Russia. I love everything about Russia, and I show the Russia as I see it. And I'm really sorry if this video is going to offend people that only want to see 100% amazing Russia red square videos. And I'm really sorry if, well, I'm not really sorry if you only want to see bad stuff about Russia, because you're just a bit of a loser. Check out this house. That's so interesting, isn't it? Oh, and next door as well, look at the little kind of awning they've created with the hanging baskets in there. I've got the same problem again. I found this absolutely incredible house here, and then next door to that we've got another incredible house, and then next door to that we've got this one. And what should I do? Should I delete this one from the video so that I can please the people that love everything about Russia as long as it's amazing? Or should I delete this one from the video to please those who hate everything about Russia? I'm completely stuck here. Oh man, the cars outside are good, but if I show the good cars, then I'm portraying Russia as being a really nice and modern place. Okay, I've decided what I'm going to do. Go home, because I'm getting drenched right now. I'll see you in the next video. Leave me a comment.